도저히 막을 수 없습니다.
Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
Of course. But why do you ask?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell. I'll escort you.
What happened? Bastian, should I be worried?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you. Bored sitting in prison. I think you'll have fond memories of this time. During your 6 months inside, quite a lot has happened. Rumor has
I served time under Vitellius.
it how to divide power. I sense that we'll be seeing a fresh batch of prisoners soon.
The dwarves refuse to supply us with firewood.
Where could they run? There's nothing but snow and hungry wolves.
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. The quarantine. You're a free individual now.
Bastian, why are you releasing the prisoners?
Larry, you blockhead. Didn't you hear? A messenger arrived today, all the way from Marcella. Then you should know that he brought an order of release from the prince himself.
Something is rotten in the...
Some of these bastard prisoners here out into the cold.
Can the cell? So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
My name is Elisa of Lorien, Sir Valber. Higher powers called upon me to save Nostria.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
I beg to differ, Sir Warden. In my opinion, His Highness is finally acting with prudent good sense.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastian should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
Thank you so much, Sir Warden.
Claudius' son actually turned out to have some mercy in his soul. The Ulagi tribe. What do you need, human?
No, I've got a dirty...
Oh, sick.
His Highness Prince...
By Mactuses, if you got gold. Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. May your body be as hard as flint.
Beautifully said. Thank you, Mr.
Have the lumberjacks brought us... Halt! What are you doing?
His Highness Prince Adrian has summoned me...
So, Centurion, it's true. The Warden received a missive from the Prince ordering the provision of a guard.
Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being...
Can I go too? Oh,
No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let...
I heard you train dogs, too.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds.
Best? My father's farm was guarded by...
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast. A good man, even though he's a dwarf. He's managed to outsmart me, brother.
Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that
Claudius.
Don't be modest.
Of course history won't forget me.
All you're asking is a... Saddle up quickly.
you can go now.
What's wrong, Bast?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems.
Thanks for the warning.
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. Since they don't know you've been released, as you pass the southern ruins, find the Archer's squad commander, Ansel. The royal mess. I'm hoping that by the time... Wonder why old Baron get...
Excuse me, who's this Baron?
That's up to his magicness. Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold...
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very bestest horse. He's calm and obedient. Stands as if he's rooted to the ground. Races like the wind itself.
We're already milling the wheat at this time in Lorien, and it's still winter here.
come over here.
What happened?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
Trouble?
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven wood. The humans have all left the valley. So then this Lupin, a man from... he was stirring up trouble. Then Lupin's men seized the village. Things could easily turn bloody. Help us.
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin.
What goes around the forest comes around the forest. Right through these trees.
Easy there, Littlebeard. Enough serving jailers. It's time we made some changes around here.
It's time to cut out your filthy tongue!
Why don't you take a nice little stroll in the forest and never come back?
Lupin has a point. You folk under the mountain would do best to listen. Valbert and the other Nostrians are making you slave your lives away for a pittance. We say, take power into your own hands and throw them out the valley.
You traitor. Mangy cur.
We live peacefully alongside the humans. They're our trading partners.
They bring us bread from the south. We have order here. That's the way we like it.
There's plenty of firewood in the forest, but bread, not so much.
And to think we sheltered you thankless dogs. We ought to drive you back.
In a birch grove, one rejoices. In pines...
You're a human.
Allow me to introduce... Back in my youth, I was a scribe at Marcella. But
There's nothing peaceful about this.
It's that troublemaker Lupin. He tried to seize control of the valley. And as you can see, the dwarf... I hate to say it.
Hold on. These ruffians claim they're going to...
Of course they do, but think. If Lupin's fellows are able to attack once the dwarves are gone, the firewood goes with them. His guards or the prison.
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin.
Hey, Lupin, look! One of the Crucian prisoners...
Just in time. We need...
I won't argue about my arm.
You're human. This concerns you too. He's jumped up dwarfen lump. We local hunters, on the other hand, are being oppressed.
Don't you remember how they treat prisoners? I worked for Valbert myself until I escaped. Most of them are rotting alive in there. Not because they're bandits or murderers, mind. Just because they dared say something.
It's not right to take out your hatred for the king on these dwarves.
We've decided to seize Crucis.
We're going to starve the fort by cutting off their access to food and fuel. When we triumph,
But the dwarfs are against us. So we need to... If you're not going to...
The forest weeps not when mankind, the forest tea and branches.
You use such beautiful.
It's such a shame everything had to end up in a fight.
Save it for someone who, as we dwarves say, you can't shore up a tunnel. Now that those troublemakers have been taken care of. Thank you, noble human. I have nothing to repay your kindness, but my...
It's no good. I wish I could find its hands. I need to put it back in place. anything else. It looks like one of the hands should be raised.
Who's this, then? Ah, it's my nephew. You helped deal with those angry... Thank you.
And my thing...
Lester asked if I could pay you. Here, take this.
There's Witchstone, and there are the golems. Where's Rossum? I should probably try something else. I must be doing something wrong. Ugh, I'll have to start over. Ugh, I'll have to start over. I did it!
You, prisoner! What are you doing here?
Justice has been served. By the
Amazing. Was your assassination attempt on the king forgiven?
Prince Adrian conducted an investigation.
Maybe so, maybe so. Wondrous.
Please restrain your...
Since you were summoned by Prince Adrian himself, so be it. Air Blitty! Show it. What else do you want?
A magic sigil. This hasn't been placed here by accident. What's this? Perhaps somebody needs my help. The Batil gates are to the left. But how's the old mage doing? This is no place for the living. The houses are as cold as graves. An abandoned house. Nothing but ruin on every side. Gods, is it cold? That dusty old hearth hasn't seen a fire in ages. I wonder why they all left. These statues conceal some ancient secret. I'm sure of it. I should probably try something else. The air seems to grow dense as stone as one approaches. Clearly, I won't be going this way.
the Creator, I've been heard. You saw.
I've recently been released from Crucis, but I'm no.
So it is. Though my abilities aren't what they once.
That's the name of the city.
Morgus Thaumaturgical Catalog, of course. My name is Berengarius. My knowledge of the runes is vast.
I can indeed.
Ever since then, I've been waiting for people to return here, to the town of long ago. I am too weak in this form. Hurry! If I had...
I understand.
I believe.
I'm guessing... Argo Vires Imago. Argo Vires Imago. Argo Vires Imago. Argo Vires Imago.
I believe I told you about his minions. We must stop.
You said you can't manage the task yourself.
Exactly. If I promise that once I am lifting the ether. Thank you. Now I can...
Best of luck in...
I'll toil day and night, and I will.
Are you talking?
All for the prosperity of the Albion Highlands. If you wish, you...
I just hope you don't end up...